Hero, and gorgeous Gary Garvin just gets the taste knocked out of his mouth. Wait a minute, Jason Hexx, he was going to try to Pearl Harbor the Great American Hero. Great counter. Ooh! That's got to be it. Wait a minute. Jason Hexx, he's hooking that arm again, and in a submission maneuver. And a submission maneuver now could separate the elbow of one Great American Hero. Jason Hexx has been zeroing in on that left arm. I don't know if the Great American Hero is going to be able to continue. That's some excruciating pain, and no doubt the Great American Hero unable to continue. Jason Hexx retains the U.S. heavyweight title.
Your winner, and still USCW U.S. Champion, Jason Hexx.
And Jason Hexx was going to issue some extra punishment to the Great American Hero, but the Super Destroyer comes to the aid of the Great American Hero. Wow, what an exciting match, ladies and gentlemen, as the USCW US Champion Jason Hexx defeats the King of the Ring winner, the Great American Hero. And of course, they tried to injure the Great American Hero, try to sideline him, put him out of professional wrestling, but you came and helped out and assisted the Great American Hero before that could happen.
It was a payback. They tried to put me out of wrestling. I see them try to do it to somebody else. I had to go and take care of business.
No doubt about it. Super Destroyer coming to the aid of the Great American Hero. And of course, now we're going to go to the match where you challenge Jason Hexx, the sexy beast from the Far East, the U.S. heavyweight champion. And of course, you had an insurance policy at ringside, one Lorelei Lee, to keep that one Team Gorgeous, Cornerstone, Gorgeous Gary Garvin at bay.
I hate to stoop to such measures, but you need insurance. Going against someone like Jason Hexx, then you have Gorgeous Gary outside, always interfering. I had no other choice.
No doubt about it. Lorelei Lee at ringside with Super Destroyer taking on Jason Hexx for the coveted U.S. heavyweight title. There they go, tying up collar and elbow. There's a wrenching arm twist now, and he's trying to punish that strained arm there of one Super Destroyer. Jason Hexx going to town, but to no avail as Super D shakes him off. Underarm and twist, but big clubbing fist right to the cranium as he whips off Jason Hexx off the ropes. He ducks a clothesline, ducks a rear elbow, and catches the 15-inch boot right to the mush. As he goes to the outside now. Jason Hexx telling the fans to shut up. Jason Hexx catching the bottom of the boot right to the jaw. A little apprehensive about getting back into the ring against the Super Destroyer. Super D now has lost patience with Jason Hexx as he chases him back in the ring, and that's exactly what they were hoping for, as Jason Hexx catches Super D as he was coming back under the ropes. An Irish whip now, but Super D reverses the Irish whip as Jason Hexx comes off the ropes. Beautiful backbreaker. And now Super Destroyer bringing in a devastating leg drop right across the sternum. Pressing the shoulders and nearly gets a pinfall over Jason Hexx. Super Destroyer getting Jason Hexx ready for that choke slam, but Jason Hexx puts the thumb to the eye and a big back cracker administered to Super Destroyer. That's why Jason Hexx is the U.S. heavyweight champion, always thinking in the match. As he goes to work now on that already injured arm of Super Destroyer. Headbutts now. A nice snapmare. Holding that stress fractured arm and digging the heel of the foot right into that elbow, right into that injury. Super Destroyer now in some trouble now against Jason Hexx. Now Jason Hexx using the ropes to his advantage, putting more stress on the arm. And Mr. B warning Jason Hexx as Gorgeous Gary Garvin now putting in some sucker punches of his own, yanking and wrenching on the arm of Super Destroyer. The odds are definitely stacked against Super D. Jason Hexx now some great sabot kicks right to that already injured arm as he whips Super D. No, a great reversal by Super D. And man, Jason Hexx runs into that mammoth of a man, Super D. But Jason Hexx is right back up, going right after that arm. Great scientific wrestling by Jason Hexx. He's got Super Destroyer's arm wrapped around his leg, wrenching on the arm. Mr. B asking Super D if he's ready to concede, but to no avail. Super D is not ready to give up. And oh my God, man. Super Destroyer in a lot of pain right now, excruciating pain. And there again, Jason Hexx adding more punishment. Unbelievable. Jason Hexx now trying to cause further damage, but Super Destroyer trying to come back with a flurry as he whips Jason Hexx over into the corner turnbuckle and rushes in with a clothesline. Jason Hexx in a lot of trouble now. Super D whips Jason Hexx back over into the far turnbuckle, but Jason Hexx moves out of the way, a toe drag, and now administering a devastating armbar that an already injured arm of Super Destroyer. I don't know how further Super D can continue. Any ordinary wrestler had already been able to give up by now. Wasn't able to continue as Jason Hexx administers more pain and punishment to one Super D. Now try to get back up to a vertical base. As you can see Lorelei Lee cheering the fans on, trying to get Super D momentum back as he's now got Jason Hexx off the ropes. Comes in. Oh, man! What a sidewalk slam by Super Destroyer. Clothesline by Super D. And a second clothesline, and Jason Hexx is laid out on the canvas. Super D still nursing that arm. Super Destroyer, he could be setting him up for that choke slam, but oh, no. He leaps over. He's going to try to bring Super Destroyer over for a pin, but to no avail. Super Destroyer now has got Jason Hexx up. He set him up. He's got him in for that supersonic choke slam. Super Destroyer just choke slammed Jason Hexx through the canvas. A lateral press. And look, what great ring awareness by one Jason Hexx as he drapes the boot over the bottom rope. And of course, that great insurance policy, Gorgeous Gary Garvin anchoring the boot. And then Jason Hexx gets up and does a diamond cutter maneuver on Super Destroyer and nearly gets a pinfall. Wait a minute. It looks as if Jason Hexx now, he's going to climb to the top turnbuckle, to the top rope. Super Destroyer's laid out on the canvas. Wait a minute. Super Destroyer backs up and throws Jason Hexx clear to the other side of the ring. And wait a minute. Gorgeous Gary Garvin just shoved a steel chair under the bottom ropes. And there's Super Destroyer's insurance policy. Lorelei Lee snatches the steel chair back out of the ring. And Super Destroyer now has got Jason Hexx right where he wants him. Right there in the middle of the ring as he's clutched Jason Hexx and choke slams him through the canvas and gets a 3 count. Super Destroyer is the new USCW US Heavyweight Champion, Super Destroyer. Wow, what an exciting show. We have a new USCW U.S. Heavyweight Champion, Super Destroyer, after defeating Jason Hexx. Wow, what a great match. You're a great champion. Thanks for being here in the studio. And, of course, we'll be looking for you on February 7th at the Baker County Fairgrounds in McClenny, as you'll be defending that U.S. Heavyweight title in a rematch against Jason Hexx. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. Be back next week at 10:30 a.m. every Saturday morning right here on Comcast Channel 29.